I'm in Paris! She's back! I'm back from Paris. Even saying that sounds so surreal. Super grateful, super stoked, and super just like exhilarated as to the fact that I just come from Paris. Pam, why were you there? I've seen it, but just tell me why you were there. So, African Bank said, girl, pack your bags. We're going to Paris. And I said, I'd bet. Okay, so African Bank and Khosi Nkosi have collaborated in a new and unique range of corporate wear that really speaks to the fact that Africa is bold, Africa can be corporate, and corporate can be fashionable. And that is what it is, and hence the hashtag is fashionable banking, right? So when I see this collection, I look at someone like Khosi Nkosi, who's a household name in South African fashion, especially from the days that I was introduced to her YDE. I used to be obsessed with YDE. So Khosi Nkosi was one of those prominent brands at YDE. And she, for me, spoke to occasion wear. When you wanted to go somewhere, the first shelf that you look at when you go to YDE is Khosi Nkosi. So she speaks to that for me. She's a staple and a household name within the South African fashion space. And when I asked her, you've never been to a fashion runway before with your collection? She was like, no, because I've always been a staple. So this moment for me is so beautiful because I get to create a unique range, and African Bank doing this with me and for me is such a momentous occasion, you know? I think it's quite cool for me to witness as well as an entrepreneur to see an entity, organization, a company or individual say, I'm going to back that girl. I believe in what she's doing. In fact, I reinforce her in her dreams to say, you can do it. It's Africa to the world. Let's go. Let's take you to a fashion runway in Milan. Let's take you a fashion runway to Paris. And it is so beautiful to witness. Everything about that show was absolutely incredible. There's so many things I managed to capture on the vlog. And I think that's really why I was there, to capture the beautiful moments that would go unnoticed, unseen, and I don't know, unrecognized by the people who are in it because they're in the rush of the moment. You're literally showcasing your range for the first time at Paris Fashion Week and you cannot see what is happening, you know, especially for Khosi Nkosi because she was backstage when everything was happening and she only got to come out when she was doing her walk. So I captured everything for her, you know, because I wanted to see what a proud moment this was, to see everyone taking out their phones and recording, to see everyone just like standing ovation. This is so stunning because Africa was given a world stage and we did not disappoint. From the songs, Amagwijo to Ukhenza, it just felt so proudly African. It was something that I was so proud to be a part of, you know. And for anyone who asked me like, who are you? Who are you with? I was like, I'm with them. They're my team. Because it was such a proud moment. It was so beautiful. Anyway, I also got to do some of the stuff that I wanted to do, because if there's one thing I wanted to do last year and this year was to travel to Paris for my birthday. I didn't get to do it last year, and the fact that this trip was literally 2 days after my birthday was so telling of the fact that manifestation game yam is unmatched. Because what do you mean 2 days after my birthday? That was insane for me. Anywho, I also managed to go shopping at a outlet. So this outlet is basically an outlet for all the luxury designers within the fashion space, maybe 90% of them. And it was like so crazy to me that you can get something at 60% off. You can get something at like 40% off. That was crazy to me. And why is it? It's because when you go to the likes of Paris Fashion Week, Paris rather, London, Italy, those are like the ultimate or pinnacles of fashion, right? And that is why just showcasing within those countries is like crazy and just like mind-blowing and was such a big thing. It's because it's the pinnacle of fashion. So when you go into an LV store, you're not gonna buy anything, or find rather anything. Now it's March, you're not gonna find anything that's 2024 or 2024 before June. You're not going to find it because everything has to be more current. So what they do then, when that season is over, they take their stuff and take it to the outlet. So the stuff is not old, it's not worn, torn, or just like looking a bit shaky. It's just the fact that fashion on a global scale moves a bit faster. And that is why they just put them at the outlets and make them cheaper the older they are. So if it's a collection from 2023, it will be a bit cheaper. So that's why the outlet is quite big. And to confirm that the outlet is T, I saw Law Roach there, Zendaya stylist. So you better recognize. It's T. It's T, okay? I saw him at Saint Laurent. Guys, and in Dila type, I just came from Paris, so it's Paris, you know? Oh, such a croissant, did you know? It's croissant. Dila type. Okay, so let's start with the stuff that I bought at the outlet, right? It's about 45 minutes out of the city center and it's very close to Disneyland, but I couldn't do Disneyland and the shopping because when you're traveling with an Uber, anyway, let's start with Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent. Okay. So okay, so starting with the shoes that I bought, I threw away the boxes because I obviously can't travel with boxes and everything comes as it is. I had to register on the Saint Laurent website to get these, and then they create a profile for you and all of that stuff. So everything that you would experience at the store, it's the same. It's just that it's at the outlet, but it's still brand new stuff, no worn and torn or whatever. And these I think are from 2023. So let's unbox the first pair of shoes. These shoes used to give me sleepless nights. They court heels with this detail over here, and the quality is absolutely beautiful. Ooh, I am obsessed. I want to get through this quite quickly. But yeah, they came in these bags. I guess you can keep them in these bags. And they also came in the box, but I left the box in Paris because I couldn't travel with it. Yeah. So I first got my court heels, and then we're going to go to my sunnies. Ooh, guys, these are retailing in South Africa for like 10,500 rand, and I was like, sorry, I can't afford that. So I got them. These I didn't get at the outlet. I got them at Sunglass Hut, and they were much cheaper, much cheaper. And then I'm gonna go to my next pair of shoes. I just want to run through this quickly. And then this actually was my first pair of luxury heels. And because they were relatively cheaper than what they initially were, that's why I could manage to buy 2 shoes that day. So these were my first ones, Valentino's. Maison Valentino. Maison. Maison Valentino, or what is it? Garavani. Valentino. So yeah, I am obsessed with these shoes. I've been wanting them since 2 years ago. And the last item that I have, I got the best deals from Michael Kors. So here's a tote bag from Michael Kors. I got about 4 bags at Michael Kors for less than 10,000 rand, and they were not all for me. They were for a couple of people. So I do not want to lie. Shopping in Paris is something that I cannot wait to do again. And I guess then it speaks to what I was telling you, that it's the pinnacle of fashion. So showcasing at Paris Fashion Week really is such a big moment for any brand, you know, because people go there for shopping, they go there for the ultimate fashion. To have African Bank having invited me to go to Paris Fashion Week to witness such a beautiful collaboration and proof that a bank can stand behind their own was such a beautiful moment. And these were all bought with my African Bank card. That is, every time you swipe or tap, you get rewards and you earn rewards and points. I cannot wait for you to see more work from African Bank and I, because one thing about me, when I stick to an FSP, I'ma do that, you know, because I think dingo team audacious. Okay, so watch this space. Bonjour, molweni. I've landed in Paris. This is so exciting and so surreal. And because I'm not an adventurous person, I don't want to lie, it's quite daunting. It reminds me of London. Because I was quite like, oh my gosh, I'm in London, what do I do? But now I'm leaning on TikTok to just kind of figure out what to do. And I also just kind of received, oh, there's the Eiffel Tower. Oh wow, I have a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. This is my third time traveling for work or with a brand, overseas that is. And let me tell you, because I've traveled more with a brand than I've traveled by myself, it's so hard for me to put together my own itinerary, to kind of figure things out, and all of that stuff. So it's kind of like daunting, I don't want to lie. I'm at the restaurant now with the hotel where I stay, basically, at the hotel. That's Pullman. We're right by the Eiffel Tower. That's why this hotel is. It's 36,000 Rand for 3 nights at this place. So you can imagine it's like 12K per night. I thought of extending my stay in Dati. Never mind. If I want to extend my stay, I can live like outside of the city. But I do feel like when I should come back to Paris, but I have to travel with someone. This thing of constantly traveling alone and trying to figure things out alone, I say guys, because it's so daunting, I don't want to lie. Anyway, to order a burger. My burger, without the service charge and everything, it is 700 and something. Burger yodwa. I think put my chips. And then I order it and that's how much it is. What I'm saying is, Paris is no joke, but also the hotel where I'm staying at is pretty luxe. So in terms of like pricing. So, and I think room, it's not directly looking at the Eiffel Tower, although it has a really big balcony and whatnot. It's not directly looking at the Eiffel Tower. So I can imagine if your room is directly facing the Eiffel Tower, it's probably at least 24K a night. Anywho, I'm really grateful to be here. And I'm going to tell you about my travels. Yeah, man. It's cold. You and I are on a date right now. I'm going to tell you about my travels. Firstly, it was my first time on business class. And whilst I do look like a girl who loves her some business class, I've never been on it. It was my first time, and honestly, the best experience. Before I traveled, I was talking to someone and I was like, if I had the money to travel like business class all the time or whatever, or if I was given the option, or I even said like, if I was given the option to book my own flights, I'd take that business class money book economy even if I sit just by the toilet, and then I'll take that money and go shopping. Okay. Until I experienced business class. That indeed deserve balapa. Guys, I think let's start with Kenya Airways. Their business class is actually one of my favorites because I was on 2 different business class flights, because I was on Kenya Airways and I was on Air France, but I think theirs was my favorite. From a culinary experience, I think Air France was better, but just from a comfort perspective, good, thank you. Mac. So we checked in Kenyan Airways. The staff was incredibly kind. They were incredibly kind beyond we're providing a service, but they were I don't know how to put it. It's if they don't give you this service, they're gonna lose their jobs. I don't know how to explain it. It was the most beautiful. They didn't let you pick up anything from the floor. It was just girl, I can pick it up myself, And then, just as you enter, before even everyone finishes boarding, they're asking you, do you need anything? How can make you comfortable? They give you a drink, obviously champagne or whatever. I took orange juice. They do that, and then you sit down, and they give you a hot towel, wipe your hands. Hey. There's overhead storage, and then after the overhead storage, there's space for your feet, for your shoes, for the blanket. There's just space for everything. And then in the middle, you can recline your seat, obviously, and then to a day bed. And over and above that, there's compartments, there's TV controls, everything. And then the only thing was that I felt my neighbor was too close to me. It felt like we were sleeping on the same bed. That's the only thing. So I do feel they should rather rise that thing up in the middle. But I felt this old man is right next to me. And shame he was not creepy or anything, but I'm just saying he was just right next to me, and I felt okay, that's too close. But I managed to rest and watch movies and whatnot. From a food perspective, it was okay. What else? There's nothing more to mention, but the flight was 3 hours and 45 minutes. And then we went to Nairobi. We get to Nairobi, we're standing in a queue, and we're trying to get from passport control to obviously our flights, and it's packed. And although we're business class, abantu bayaforsa, they're getting in from economy. It's just a mess, passport control takes us about 40 minutes, and now we're rushing from one point to the other. Oh, I forgot to mention, people start fighting in the passport control lines. They are fighting. There's a black on black, there's a white on white. It was just a mess. At least it wasn't a racism issue. It was I'm trying to get in front too, nigga. So that was hilarious. And then eventually we ran to our flight. I was one of the last business class people to board. And then got into Air France. It's those little pods, and you can just sit in your own little pod, and you can't really see your neighbor. That was nice, but I do feel it's a bit smaller and less comfortable than the Kenyan one, but it was still nice because there's more privacy on this one. The culinary experience, oh my gosh, And the one they had guacamole, and then they had a prawn on top of the guacamole. They had a lemon tart meringue or lemon meringue tart, one of the two. And then what else was there? A salad. It was just a nice spread. After they served that, they served lamb stew. Wasn't that great because even in that beef stock, it doesn't get beef stock. So the lemon, and then there was the beef stew, the lamb stew, carrots and some peas, and then they served both meals with bread, and then they just kept offering me champagne. I was like, girl, no. And then what else was like notable? Yeah, but I was so scared. I barely slept on the flight because there was a lot of turbulence. The staff was really nice, and we landed safely. And then as soon as I landed, we went through passport control, 1 hour, and then I got my bags, and then my driver was waiting for me outside. He was really kind. He drove me for 1.5 hours, which was quite long. Got to the hotel, checked in, and then I kind of unpacked everything in the room while I charged my laptop, while I charged my camera. And then, yeah, 2 hours later, now I'm here, coming to eat. When we were driving into Paris, heading to the hotel, I don't want to lie, parts of it just remind me of how like everything is not as it seems, you know, like the parts that we are shown on TV is like the old buildings that look like, you know, the Paris look we're sold. Not all of them look like that, you know. I'm not saying it's an ugly city, no. But I'm just saying not all of them look like that. It looks normal in some places. That's what I can say. Even when I was traveling to Italy 2 years ago, in Italy, but I would just like to say that these countries have really good PR compared to us. And yeah, just saying. Let me eat, finish, and then we'll catch up. Welcome to an episode of Pamela in Paris. My Boothangs, I am back. I've been shooting Instagram content for the past like 3 hours. I'm so glad I just zoned in and I did it. Can you imagine? I was told about a dinner that's happening tonight, literally at 10 to 5, and I literally got on my Zoom. I shot my dinner outfit. Now I'm back to the outfit that I'm supposed to be in, and I'm gonna leave and go to the rehearsals. I'm gonna give you guys a behind the scenes look into how the rehearsals look, and then once that's done, I'm gonna come back and go back into my dinner outfit. It's the reason why I did that is because the sun is gonna be down by the time I come back, and I just don't want to have to use my small light to kind of just light up the place. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm trying to get ahead, guys. I'm only in Paris for about 4 days now, because it was one less day. It was supposed to be 5 days, and even initially it was supposed to be about 7 days, and then the Netflix thing happened, and then we shot Netflix on that day, so I had to move my flight to like 3 days later, and then now I missed my flight. Oh no, my flight got cancelled and moved out, so my trip is just getting shorter and shorter, and I still need to wear my outfits. I still need to be stylish and all of that stuff. So guys, it's becoming more and more stressful, but I really want to make it work, and I'm still thinking about extending it. So let's see. But if I do extend it, of course I'm not gonna stay at this hotel. What am I thinking, paying how much? 12k a night for a hotel? Sorry guys, it is a bit skew, but like you get the picture. I need to wear my shoes. I've already styled this outfit on the video. I'm so proud of myself. I just got on my Zoom today. I didn't get to see Paris, and it's okay. I'm going to these rehearsals, and after these rehearsals, depending on how long I take, I might just go to check out Zara. If I can't check out Zara tonight, I'm going first thing in the morning. I want to go so like I want to have my glam done by 9 a.m. like I don't think I'm shooting any content inside the house tomorrow. At 9 a.m. when they open Zara, I'm outside because I want to make use of tomorrow. Today I really sacrificed. I'm still going to go out, but not the way that I would have wanted to. So tomorrow I'm going to spend a lot of time outside and we're going to explore and show you all the good stuff. Okay, let me get dressed. As I said, Paris is cold. So there we go. This is my full fit. I just need a bit of gloss. I was supposed to do my lips red, but I don't feel like it anymore. I just want to keep it nude. And also I just don't want to have like a pop of color, pop of color, pop of color. I just want to keep it like this. But yeah, this is my look for the rehearsals. And it's semi-comfortable. These boots are comfortable. And we're running late. We gotta go!
We're hailing a taxi. My location is crazy.
I'll shoot them. I shot to be shot to
Say hi, Lebu. Lebu is actually going to pull off her Naomi Campbell. Whoa!
I was bullied into this. Okay, look at me. I don't even have my shades. I'm not prepared.
On Sunday, she's actually walking the runway, and I'm there to just take the content and see everyone do their thing. Tomorrow, apparently, my Khosi has a show, and I'm trying to smuggle myself in, you know. And but I'm thinking of texting someone from my Khosi marketing people because last year they did invite me, and that's how I actually got my visa. They invited me to Paris. I got my visa a bit later than I would have liked to get my visa, so I ended up not going. So when this opportunity came, I literally just got flights and then I was ready to go because I already had a visa. So I'm just gonna check with them if they can give me a pass to the show. And apparently there's an after party. Oh, guys. Let's see. Let's see if the adventures of Paris can continue swiftly. Is this the precious cargo? Honey. It's a whole lot of naked models here. Can't really show you guys. Everyone is just trying on their outfits or looks for the fashion show. It's really like exciting, but at the same time, it's really exciting, but at the same time, like, why are all these people naked? But like, yeah, it's model world. Tell me how you're feeling about Sunday.
Sunday is gonna be great. Sunday is the showcase of the brunch uniform. So yeah, it's gonna be great. There's a twist to it.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping people are gonna love it, the way we've planned it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And you, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling much more relaxed now. Okay. The very first show had high anxiety levels. It was just beyond, but feeling much more relaxed, feeling much more prepared. Our first time in showcasing on an international stage.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was in Milan. So we've ticked that box.
That's
so we
crazy.
just feel a lot more relaxed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're very excited.
This is ours. This is ours.
Bye.
No.
We came, we saw, we ate a lot of pasta, a lot. Now we're off.
Oh, period.
To dinner.
To the top. So catch a taxi, get tonight. So catch our chigaleza. Hello, So to chigaleza. Komba.
One line mashana.
I always say that your present moment sometimes is something you can reflect on and say this was an unimaginable dream, and you're really there.
That's so juicy. Hi guys, just got home. I am so sleepy. I was falling asleep on the dinner table. I actually slept on the dinner table. I can't handle it. Speak in the morning. I am crashing out. Mwah. Bye. Morning everyone. I hope everyone is well. I want to show you the state of my hotel room and you're not going to judge me. when I came back, I threw everything. Yeah, even when I left, it was a mess because also I was shooting, trying to leave, trying to sleep. It was everything. So I'm trying to show you guys everything. I'm trying to fix up this mess. The closet is almost empty. The closet is almost empty because I was shooting. Check that. Everything is everywhere. And toiletries as well. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. Guys, I will never make a mess again. I never. Let me show you what's up now. As you can see, totally cleared this part. Okay, maybe not totally. Totally cleared this part. Put all the sunnies over there. And then those are like perfumes and some skincare items. And then here, this is all like the bags that I came with for styling. And then the suitcase can fit in the closet. See, I packed all my shoes nicely over there. And then here it's the tripod because I don't know where to put it. And then the bed obviously isn't made. It's going to be made when I leave. But these are also all the dirty towels and my gown that I'm about to wear right now. And then here it's the hair tools. I don't have like a drawer or something where I can put the hair tools. So I just put them on this seat. And then right over here it's just the Tepo jeans outfit that couldn't fit in the closet because I don't have enough hangers. Oh, there's this shoe. And here's the view from my window. Anywho, I have 30 minutes to get ready. I'm not going to show you guys that process because I need to charge the camera, charge the phone, charge the power bank. I need to charge everything. 30 minutes to get ready, get downstairs, have breakfast, and then myself and Lion are going to start shooting some content, doing our own thing, exploring, and I might just be going to Tom Ford today because I'm looking for the padlock heels, and then or I could be going to D&G and see which one's cheaper. Okay, it depends what I fall in love with. Depending on what I fall in love with. So there's sunnies I want from Tom Ford, and shoes that I want from Tom Ford as well. But I can't buy both. I can't buy both because what? Anamali are both. Mina ngiyaba abantu abathenga luxury once in a blue moon ngoba asinamali, you know. So we're gonna go to Champs-Élysées, I think that's how you pronounce it, and I'm going to go and explore. There's that LV in a suitcase with a design outside the architecture. Looks like it's in a suitcase. And then I just want to see it. I've never been in an LV store in my life. I've never been. I think I'm just going to look on the outside. I don't think I'm really interested in going inside. Was LV. But, and also there's nothing I want there. I go with text bracket yam, big 50,000. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but I do think I should just check these places out. I also want to go to the Dior Cafe. I want to see. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I am back at the hotel. Let me show you my look, although I'm taking it off already. This was my look, guys. The way people were complimenting me today, I was just like, South Africa to the freaking world. That's right. I don't want to lie, every time I'm overseas, there is that bit of, oh damn, like I'm in a different country, the fashion is better, and everything is just so much bigger. But like, sometimes I'm just reminded, like, dude, whatever your dopeness is, like, you're dope, you know. And you know, especially when you're in a place like Paris, for instance, it kind of feels like, because we are always told like South Africa is like 3 years behind when it comes to fashion and all of that stuff, whereas like I'm walking around here and people are thinking, oh my god, you know, that looks so stylish. How do you think about that, you know? Even when I was in London, I was wearing this short, puffy green dress and people stopped me to take pictures of me. It got so uncomfortable and it was like a thing, you know? And that made me realize that like we don't have to be the most current in terms of fashion, but the fact that you look good in whatever you're wearing, that's what matters. I think people are like, oh, South Africa is 3 years behind because they look at trends. It's not about trends. It's how good you look in an outfit and how well you put an outfit together, and that is what it is, you know. And now I've stopped feeling like it's sort of like an imposter syndrome, because we're being told that we're behind, you know. Whereas like the more confident you are, the more confident you present yourself, the more confident you look, the more you realize that no, we're actually eating it up, you know, one way or the other in our own unique way. I don't even think my style is very specific to South Africa. I don't think so, because you get people whose style are very like distinct and specific to South Africa. They really showcase their culture, and mine doesn't really showcase any sort of culture. I just like to dress well, and it's just making me realize that like the way you just blend in with the world and like how good you look, it's not like, oh, she's behind in fashion, oh, it doesn't look good just because she's behind. Someone just looks at you and they're like, oh my god, that is dope, and that's it, you know. Got a lot of those today, and kind of eating it up. Okay, now I need to change into an outfit to go into the Champs-Élysées, and I'm thinking the denim on denim outfit with the burgundy accessories, and let's see, new. We just had a coffee and whatever, and that was nice. Lebo was such great company. You know, when you know people beyond social media, you realize like how nice they are, like how amazing they are, and they don't necessarily have to speak work or whatever the case may be. It's just like getting to know them on a personal level. You realize like how really dope people are. Lebo today literally just kept saying, oh, that's a meme, every time I say something, and she's like, and then when I realized that like beyond the Pam that you'll see fashion or whatever, like, is a very silly person, you know. And I really hope that we continue to search for people like that, and rather than looking for the Pam you'll see on social media or the Lebo you'll see on social media, because you really do enjoy a person's company. And I don't necessarily think that we put on a persona when the camera's on, but it's more like I'm restricting my content into pillars, if you get what I'm saying. I'm restricting my content into pillars and into certain topics, and that is why then you'll see me in one light. But I think YouTube just kind of allows you to see more of a person, but still, if I'm interacting alone and with the camera on YouTube, you still don't get it fully. But when I interact with people on a daily, it's just like you'll get to maybe experience me better. But anyway, that's why people love couples content or friendship content, because you see a person interacting with another person and then you get a full sense of who they really, really are, unfiltered. So anyway, let me change. Oh, what a pretty girl. What a pretty girl. Period. This is my next outfit. I haven't tried this outfit on, and I'm just hoping for the best. And then I didn't bring a warm top underneath, and I'm tempted to wear my pajama top underneath because I'm from Kotola and ifuni tu ukukotola. So let's see. But I also just don't want to look bulky underneath. Yo, I really didn't bring itopso ngapanzi. Wow. Okay guys, we're trying this. It's cold outside. I'm really not gonna launch myself again, you know. Okay, it's not too tight. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to wear this shirt over or under the skirt. Like, I don't know if I want to tuck it in or keep it out. So let's see. Let me remove the tags. Oh, it's a bit tight. Okay, but I'd rather be warm right now. I really don't want to be cold, yo. Also, denim is, if it's cold, it's going to be cold. If it's hot, it's going to be hot. Guys, I just want to say, the one thing I'm obsessed about when it comes to me is the fact that I'm stylish. Like, look at this. And I do think It's either we leave it like this or tuck it in. I like the way that it looks. Like, it's giving me a figure and shape. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, I just find items, put them together, or even think about items, and I'm just like, I'm gonna look good. And I do. I'm so obsessed. Let's quickly fix my makeup because the concealer's drying out. That's the thing with sunnies, guys. They will embarrass you. Yeah. One thing about me, I've learned how to master my makeup because fixed already. Guys, this color. You see denim? Eating it up. I'm not sure what sunnies I'm gonna do. Let's see. Ooh, I think white. Definitely white. I think I do these ones a lot. No. They kind of tame the outfit a bit. I think these if I'm doing a red lip. And then these if I'm keeping it like this. It makes the outfit pop. Guys, ngiyaxoxa, ndiyaskima mna, ngiyaxoxa nini. Indlela endiskima ngayo, ngiyaxoxa. And I was kind of feeling like, my outfits are not like, and because that's the thing, I haven't tried my outfits on. I really felt like, they're just okay. But now that I'm putting them on, I don't have to dress like a Christmas tree to feel like my outfits are the thing, you know? Beautiful items put together, that's enough. I'm enough, you know? And I'm eating it up. And that's all I need. Like, I didn't have anything like, because when I went to London, obviously I had that big puffy dress. It was the moment, you know. But right now I don't have a moment, you know. But I do feel like the outfits are ready to wear and I look stunning in them. I can have coffee and no one is looking at me weird like, what in the world is she wearing? No one is looking at me like that, but like people are still seeing me and like, oh, this is nice, you know. So I kind of like that. So let's keep it going. So we are officially at the Champs-Élysées, and this is basically, oh, this is Zara.
Should we go in?
Yes. This is basically where, when you come to Paris, this is where you come. So there's shopping, there's Sephora, there's Zara, there's literally everything. So let's go in. Yep, I've already changed my shoes. I thought I was going to take pictures first and then change my shoes, but I still haven't found a picture spot, and we're just at Zara. So as soon as we finish shopping, we're going to find a spot for me to take my pictures with this outfit. And I have to have some Red Bull and some food. And a funny energy drink. Because also I'm here for such a short time that I can't afford to just be sleeping the whole time. We are at Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. In the Champs-Élysées, what do you call this, region. And it is so packed. We thought we'd go inside, but the line is extremely long. It looks like there's at least 50 people standing outside. Is that 50 people? Is that 50?
I feel like it's more.
Nah?
I feel like it's like 100.
Yes, it could be like 100 people waiting to shop inside. Yeah, it is a bit ridiculous. So we're just gonna continue with our walk and find something to eat and look for other shops, maybe, perhaps.
I've been trying to convince Pamela to be a Louis Vuitton girl because girls love Louis. What?
Namali mnasan. Oh,
Girls love
sweetie.
Louis.
Namali.
Those of you
Andinayo.
watching with aspirations.
Andinayo.
But girls also work hard to get Louis. You know what I mean?
Period. I ain't
You build
working
the
hard
business,
enough.
You build the brand.
I ain't working hard enough.
You're working very hard.
I ain't working.
You're working the most.
Distingue mna ngifuna uxoxa. Ndiyaxelela.
But guys, we're gonna
So-
go have a cocktail, can we?
Yes,
A
masam.
mocktail.
How magnificent. I'm starved.
Pamela is starving me. We've been shooting content for 100 hours.
I ordered food on Uber Eats. Not only did I pay 500 and something rand for this food, I also realized it doesn't have cutlery. I probably must have missed it. Let's say it's on my part. But hotel. Anyway, this is what I was using. Those stirrers for what's this? What do you call the stuff? Those stirrers for tea and coffee. That's what I was using. But I was like, let me not swafa. Let me call. I called the room service. The fork and knife is €5, about 100 rand for fork and knife that you're not gonna even take home. Can you imagine? I'm shook. Like, life here, like, if I see anyone just living it up in Paris, I respect you. Because what? Guys, if I lived in Paris and people from South Africa would visit and maybe like, oh, let's go out for lunch, and I'm like, hey babe, I charge. I charge to go out for lunch, because what is this? But anyway, I saw this restaurant on TikTok. It's Transai, and it's quite decent. I'm eating on top of the bed, yes, because I cannot see myself sitting over there, but I put towels. This was the menu and everything. The ordering process was put in French on Uber Eats. I even called Sophie, my former makeup artist, to translate for me. And I just ended up using ChatGPT for everything, because there was a lot of things that were written in French. And I would have had to send her screenshots of everything. So I was just like, I'm so coolies. I just went on Uber, on ChatGPT, and I translated. And I was able to order. But now, because I didn't understand, I ordered an extra bowl of noodles that I wouldn't even eat, because I didn't understand what I was saying. I was ordering. It's not out of this world. You know what I'm saying? It's nice though. It's tasty. Keeping it 100, I'm kind of like overwhelmed by this trip, because I didn't plan everything like properly. I didn't have like trips and stuff like that that I want to do. So now it kind of feels like I'm wasting the days away. But today was a good day. But tomorrow I feel like I need to maximize on the day. Maybe go to the Louvre. Stuff like that. Morning. My bust down is straightened. Okay, it's straight. Like, can't even see it properly, but I'm on my way to breakfast. Yes, in a fur coat. We're in fact Fashion Week, of course. Today is actually the day that we came here for. Like, we can cancel any other day that we've been here. Today is the reason why we're here. So we're going to witness the first ever collection by Khosi Nkosi and African Bank, and it is a first ever for a bank to do a showcase of this kind, and it's pretty exciting, and I get to be a part of it, so that's exciting. I'm not walking. I opted to not walk, but Liboline is walking. I wanted to experience Fashion Week as a guest first before I experience it as a model, because as a model you get to just like be in the lights, camera, action, but and I want those front row experiences. That's what I want. So I'm excited for that, and then we're gonna see, I think there's an after party after, and I need to be able to change for that, and I hope they allow us to go change, otherwise I'll be livid, because I need a change, because you know who I am. I definitely want to change. I have two outfits, that black outfits with that black outfits with gloves. It's more elegant. And then I have the Tepo jeans outfit. So I want something that will stand out more. So I haven't seen the Tepo jeans outfit like the full look, but that one I feel like is missing a hat, and I don't have a hat. So that's what I want to go buy today. Right after breakfast, I'm going to go get a beret, and then I'll see from there. Guys, you don't want to see what I'm having for breakfast. It's such a mess. It never makes sense. Because I always want to taste everything, and I never finish my food because I take a lot. There's French toast, a croissant, and then baked apples, baked or roasted apples, and then egg. Then this side is more like a sausage, rice, potatoes, vegan nuggets. Tell me why this Gimba is having that much food. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Trying to hide people. There we go. Anyway, the French toast is the best French toast I've ever tasted. For instance, when I go to Italy, because when you go to a country like Italy, you think you're gonna have the best tasting pasta you've ever had, and then you're a bit disappointed because it doesn't taste the way that we have ruined it to become. Because we ate it with sweet chili in tony, but they limit the ingredients to 3 seasonings, I think. Yeah. So it's a different type of taste. It doesn't make it less good, but it's a different type of taste because we ruined it basically. Anywho, so I was pleasantly surprised to have French toast, and it's like it actually lives up to my expectations. Because the best French toast you'll ever have in South Africa is at Paul in Melrose or Paul in V&A Waterfront, I think. Actually, there's a couple of them. There's one in Waterfall as well. There's a couple of them. My hill is potatoes. I love potatoes. I'm obsessed with potatoes. The sun is not out today. It's 10 a.m. And if it was going to be out, it should have been out by now. So, let's see. Let's wait and see.
Here's Little Lion getting her makeup and hair and everything done. Beautiful ladies. All right. We're at rehearsals. Thank you. So stunning.
Hi, this is Rosie.
Such a beautiful girl, and she's sitting next to me. Her style is spectacular. I love it. She looks like a, Hollywood actress, or like a, Bond girl.
Oh, thank you so
Very
much,
beautiful.
Rosie. You look like a princess.
Thank you. I'm so happy to meet you. When you come to London, ready.
Oh, I will. We follow each other, so we're friends now. And then this is my plus one. She's the main girl. This is Kat, and she just actually I have to tell the story. She says to me, "Oh, I'm not prepared. I'm not looking chic enough." Everyone is trying to take pictures of her because she looks so chic, and that's actually quite scary.
You flatter me.
It's quite scary because if she wasn't dressed like this, how would she be dressed? You're putting us to shame, Kat. Show is about to start. The front row, actually the entire room is filled, and there's about 4 or 5 designers that are showcasing. I'm not sure how it all comes together or when who is walking, when each designer is walking, but it's gonna be interesting. So let's have our first front row fashion week experience.
Africa to the world.
How are you feeling? How was that?
It was exhilarating. It was
First
so
of
much
all,
fun.
the way you almost fell and you
Listen, I
walked
was on the
like
floor.
Naomi Campbell.
I was on the floor.
I was like, this lady's confidence is something for the books. You look so stunning.
Thank you very much.
You walked so stunning. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're here.
Aww, I'm gonna send all of these videos to you.
Proudly South African.
I love it.
Proudly audacious. Africa to the world. African Bank, the audacity to believe, the bank that backs you.
Yes!
I think the show was amazing. It was very exciting. A lot of people really enjoyed what we put out. I think to just watch Africa just come to Paris and take over and really affirm our creativity, affirm our talents, affirm our abilities was just such a beautiful thing to watch. It certainly is a huge milestone for us as a brand to take someone who's a service provider and a supplier and work with them and see them grow and flourish and get to this global stage where they can showcase their talents, and it opens up opportunities for them certainly. And this is what it means to back you. When a brand says we back you, this is exactly evidence of that. That it's not just about transactions, but it's about closing that gap between where you are and where you want to be. And being here, you can see that this is where everybody wants to be. There's so many people that wanted to come in, so many people that wanted to watch the show, and it's just testament to great work, being audacious, believing in yourself, and going out there and really putting a lot of heart into the work that you do. So congratulations, I'm very proud of the work that has been done.
So what's next?
For us as a brand, we are still we're still reclaiming our heritage. We're still gaining a lot of awareness and acceptance. This really should inspire a lot of people to think about their own circumstances, their own lives, and take something out of what the African Bank story has to sell. I mean, these are business people that decided to start a bank in 1964 when we couldn't even do basic things like share benches and vote. Why? Because we imagined, our founders imagined a different type of future for South Africa, a different type of future for the people of South Africa, for businesses, for people with hopes and aspirations. And we stand on the shoulders of those giants. So we want to, what's next? We want to grow the brand. We want to impact a lot more entrepreneurs, a lot more individuals, a lot more businesses. We really want to advance people's lives. We've got a strategy. It's very bold. And we are resolute in what we need to do. If it's good for African Bank, it has to be good for Khosi Nkosi. And if it's good for South Africa, then it certainly is good for African Bank. We can grow our economy. We can save the fashion industry. There's so many talented designers that simply are not making it. Why? Because they're not getting the right doors opened. They're not getting the right backing from whether it is their bank, whether it is the market itself, whether it is opportunities to showcase what they can actually do. Many years ago, South Africa was a thriving economy for textiles, for fashion, and we've watched so many businesses close down over the years. Why? Because of the threats of globalization. And we can't stop and be in a corner and cry about it. What we need to do is to say, what's unique about us? What can we go and show the world that this is what we have, this is what we can do? And creativity and design is exportable. And looking at the show, I mean, when Khosi Nkosi's range came out, everybody had their cameras out. Everybody just stood still and was just amazed by just what she put out there, and that's amazing. So we hope for many young designers, many struggling entrepreneurs. This is an opportunity to say, I need to have the audacity, and I need to have the audacity to believe, and I need to be with a brand and a bank that actually understand what it means to want to achieve greater heights. And that's what we're doing. So until we've closed that gap in terms of unemployment, in terms of businesses, in terms of consumers and people with aspirations, our work is still cut out, and we are all for it.
100%. One last thing. So what was the inspiration behind your outfit for the day?
So this is, this is something that I really wear with pride because it represents who I am, where I'm from, and my culture. And coming here, I'm not just representing me, but I'm representing everybody else that's, back home. And Khosi Nkosi made this for me. I think...
So you're one of those people who say, yeah, it's a custom-made piece, one of one vibes.
It's a custom-made piece.
Because niggas was in Paris. Okay.
TJ, too far.
No, wait. Is this not the same restaurant as the other day?
Yeah, I think.
No.
Oh, no, it's not. Hey, yeah, fun, Allah. It's all
I
the
had to
same.
look at the intersection. I'm like,
I don't remember this one. We just crossed in Paris illegally because you're supposed to cross on a zebra crossing. We've been looking for a zebra crossing and we couldn't find it.
We did it the North way.
We had to cross, guys. Yo, and we saw someone crossing and we were like, confirmation, let's just go. Okay guys, I hope everyone is well. I uninstalled my wig last night and I just reinstalled it. It looks so good. Like, it feels better. It feels as good as it was feeling as the day that I installed it at the Sun Hair. However, now the only thing that's not great is the installation because I don't have all my tools. I didn't realize that I left my wax stick. I didn't realize that I left my wax stick, and the hair did need a bit of a wash or treatment. So so naturally it's gonna shed because it needed a treatment before I do my install again, because I've been spraying got to be glued on it. So those are the hair tips and tricks that you guys must know. If you gonna put gel or got to be glued on top of your hair, it's gonna shed. Because you're not supposed to lock the hair, because once you lock it, you're gonna break it. Okay, anyway, I'm supposed to move out today of my hotel because my flight is at tonight, but I want to extend my trip. I need to extend my trip because I need to have more fun in Paris, and all the brand work is done now. By the way, it's all done. It's all me going from here. So I'm trying to get my flights moved. So I'm hoping for the best, so I can maybe leave on Thursday. But I miss South Africa so much. But I'm here now. I shouldn't be like, I miss home, I miss home. I should actually work. In a Tesla. Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. I just came back from the shopping village and I just realized that I need to figure out a way to pack all the stuff that I shop for into my suitcase. I already don't have space and I'm so sad I'm gonna leave my boxes. I'm so sad, but I just wanted to show you guys how the packaging comes in. It's actually the same as the store bag as it is, for instance, and then the box, and then you get your shoes or whatever, and like this. Hello. These are all my things. I just missed checkout at my hotel, so I had to take out everything from this here. They were like, I can go downstairs. I was like, yo, it's too much admin. There's a room downstairs. It's too much admin and I'm trying to pack and leave, you know. And anyway, I still need to also go to that place, the croissant is in cool. I'm gonna do my skincare routine at some point.
Mr. Clarissa and Madame Moreno.
I bought most of my stuff, but what's nice about this flight is that in the bathroom they always have like a couple of items, like a toner, a makeup, is it a makeup remover? But they have a couple of things. which is great. Guess who I bumped into at the outlet? I bumped into Law Roach. He is a stylist to the stars, and his most famous one is Zendaya. He styles Zendaya, and he's just an icon. And it's so crazy that like he was going to most of the stores that I was going to. So I said hi, but I didn't ask for a picture. It was when I see him on social media, and I ain't got no reply. And he was like, "You're so beautiful." I was like, "Thanks." Finally landed. Bonjour, already. I've arrived. And you make a little wrong. Difficult, guys. And I'm waiting for my sister to come to the airport. So, guys, I'm faced with the dilemma. Remember, I don't know if I shared with you guys that I bought everyone a gift except for my brother Dumelo, because he just didn't know what to get him at the airport. All of the stuff was like baby-like, and with Kenzo it was so easy because I wanted to match his name, so I bought him a designer perfume. So my sister's gonna just grab all their gifts and she's gonna head home with it, and also I'm gonna reduce some of my clothes and have my sister take them home, because now I'm gonna go on a SAA flight and I won't be able to check in 3 pieces of luggage without paying an arm and a leg. My next flight is at 11:40. It's about 10 a.m. now, so I have a bit of time to wait for my sister and then also check in. So I'm just gonna figure out where to go to kind of just like open my bag and unpack all the stuff I want to give to my sister. Not only the gifts, but also the stuff that I feel like is just gonna make my bag heavy, because one of my bags is like 26 kgs. Imagine 26 kgs. SA is gonna ask me to pay extra for that bag and for more bags. So nope, nopey nope. Guys, I just came to the Grand Prix store and I bought Dumelo a perfume, because I called my sister and I asked her, because I'm finding a really nice Ferrari cap. They love fast cars, so I'm just like, oh, bingo. And then I'm asking her, should I buy him a cap? And my sister is like, no, buy him a perfume as well, because yeah, basically because they grow up together, they want the same things. So I bought him a perfume. I bought him a Ferrari perfume. The guy was like, no, try buy the Bentley one, it smells a bit better. I'm like, my brother, it's not about the smell, it's about Ferrari. It sounds like it's from overseas. This sounds like it's from Europe. I got him to remove the price as well. The day my brother grows up to actually like learn that his gift was actually not from Paris, he's actually gonna be so pissed. But it's not even like I forgot him. It's not even like about like me forgetting him or whatever. It was more like couldn't find a gift that's suitable. But at the same time, I don't want to be those people who are like, you must wait, I'll get you the gift one day. No, I'm not that type of person. Like, I want to make sure that everyone is happy all at the same time. So I'm so glad I did that.